Today I thought we would compare two of the more affordable small tablets, the new Redmi Pad SE 8.7 inch and the Galaxy Tab A9 by Samsung. Which one is the better option? Well, let's talk about it. As far as pricing goes, both are under $200 in the United States. You get the same 64 or 128 gigabytes of storage for both tablets. One advantage for the Tab A9 is you can get a version that has 8 gigabytes of RAM versus only 6 for the Redmi Pad. Both versions I have here are 4 gigabytes, so that's going to make things pretty close between these two. As far as the screens go, they both have an 8.7 inch LCD display with a 100 by 1340 resolution, up to 90 Hz refresh rate for the Redmi Pad SE versus 60 Hz for the Tab A9. They seem to be about the same brightness and have very similar viewing angles. Keep in mind, these are entry-level tablets, so they're not going to blow you away by the screen quality, but they actually look pretty decent for this category, even though I think 1080p resolution should be the minimum. If you're just watching YouTube or Netflix, maybe just looking something up, then either one of these should be fine. But I feel like if you're going to do a lot of reading on these, the text could be a little bit sharper. You'll definitely notice it because of the lower resolution. I ran my typical battery drain test at 100% screen brightness. One advantage for the Redmi Pad SE 8.7 is it lasted 9.5 hours versus only 6.5 for the Tab A9. So if you want the tablet with better battery life, you'll want to go with the Redmi Pad. Pretty similar charging with both. You've got 18 watts for the Redmi Pad, 15 watts for the Tab A9. Software-wise, it's going to come down to personal preference. I'm probably more used to Samsung software, like how you have the taskbar down at the bottom, although it's quite a bit smaller on a tablet this size. You've got the Edge panel over on the side, Google Discover newsfeed left of the home screen for both tablets. I also like how you have the control panel that looks similar to an iPad on the Redmi Pad. You can also add the app drawer in the settings if you like. Neither of these are going to feel super fast or anything, but I feel like you'll be able to do most basic things. Although I don't see how to do split screen on the Redmi Pad unless I'm missing it somewhere. Performance-wise, these two are sort of what you would expect on tablets in this category. They're plenty fast enough for most things, but at times, yeah, you kind of wish these had a little more power and at least 1080p resolution. But as you can see, the Tab A9 does have a little bit better benchmark scores, but I don't feel like you're going to notice a huge difference between the two. Obviously, that's going to depend on which versions you have. I also think you could do some light gaming on both tablets, which are about the right size for gaming in my opinion. They're definitely easier to hold versus the larger 11-inch tablets. Just keep in mind, these are entry-level performance, so you're not going to get the highest graphics settings or fastest frame rates, but both are going to be able to play games like PUBG Mobile or Asphalt 9 without too much issue. I think as long as you know what to expect, these two tablets could be just good enough considering the price. Nice thing is you've got a headphone jack and speakers are actually louder than you would think for smaller tablets. I feel like they're plenty loud enough on both tablets and the sound quality is pretty good for this category. But here's a quick sample of each just to see if you can tell a difference on how they sound.
Hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. Hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away.
Now obviously the cameras on these tablets aren't going to be the best out there. You probably could get away with using them for some things though. You've got an 8 megapixel rear facing on both, 2 megapixel on the front for the Galaxy Tab, then a 5 megapixel on the front of the Redmi Pad. Here's a quick sample of each just to give you an idea of what to expect. As you can see, there's a few things that might make you lean towards one tablet over the other, battery life and software, but I think these two are probably going to be close enough that you can't really go wrong with either. Like I said earlier, I would like to see both of these companies come out with a tablet with at least mid-range specs at this size, but who knows, now that you got the new iPad mini 7 coming out, I imagine a lot more people are going to look at the iPad mini 6 since it'll be more affordable. If you like tablets, phones, and other tech, I've got a lot more stuff that I'm working on, so you'll want to keep an eye out for those upcoming videos. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.